Are you looking for an Amazon tool set? I got this one a while back and somebody in the comments asked me how the tool set was doing, so I figured I'd kind of go through a few of the other comments that I received from you guys and talk about everything that came in this tool set. Where is everything? It falls to the bottom. We're gonna talk about that too. First of all, hi to all the new dads out there. This is Dad Reviews. This is where I give you my unedited, hopefully more authentic look at the products that I like, use, and have. And I think, yeah, this company sent to me in the mail. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. So I wanted to come back on here because I got a comment recently from one of you guys. Who was it? It was Antonio Rodriguez asked, what do you think about the products after 7 months of use? Would you still recommend to buy them? He said, thank you, I already bought it anyways, not much to do, just wanted to know what you thought. So I made that video back in March 25th of 2019. So it's been, gosh, like 10 months, 11 months now or something like that. And so I figured that I would kind of go through the kit with you guys and show you guys what's good, what's bad, what's crap, what's not. So let's get into that today. First of all, as you can see, there's nothing on the top here because everything seems to fall out of here. So as far as the keeping everything organized within the case, it's not really working that well. What does work well though is the layers that they have of the tools down here, because it comes with like 4 different things. So as you can see, I'm not that organized with my tools. I want to get better at that. But you can have these layers here of tools. It comes in 3 different packs, or 4 different packs, I guess, if you include this one here. So as far as organization with the, I was looking for those the other day. As far as organization, the box is not really that great because everything spills out of here and a lot of that just kind of lands on the top and then it makes it hard to close the thing. Another thing about the box, at first I was excited about it because it had like this aluminum construction to it all along here, but it got left out in the rain. And whenever it got left out in the rain, one, it started like just fraying right here, and underneath here is just like some kind of, almost like a hard cardboard, plywood almost kind of stuff. So the box is not as durable as I would expect it to be, and looks like I don't know if these are nails or rivets or whatever, looks like they're not rust proof, they're not stainless steel, so those didn't hold up as well either. And you can see right here on the front that the handle that was right there to be able to carry this thing fell apart. So I definitely cannot recommend the box. If you're looking for a good toolbox, I'd recommend just getting like a good stainless, or not stainless steel, just a good steel toolbox or one of those plastic toolboxes. I used to sell a ton of those whenever I worked at Sears. In the craftsman department. In fact, I'll link up a good toolbox down in the description below if you guys are looking for something to carry. Now, as far as the tools are concerned, actually, I got a comment from Kevin Beck, who said, here, look. He said the red screwdrivers are an electrician's screwdrivers, and then somebody else mentioned that the red screwdriver should be an insulated screwdriver. So that tells me that, I asked a question in the previous video, what are the red screwdrivers used for? Let me see if I can find it. There was one that came, yeah, look, these right here. These, I thought that this was, I never even knew that this existed until I made that video and you guys answered that question for me. But these are insulated screwdrivers so that you can work on electrical outlets and whatnot, and not get zapped by them. So I thought that this was a really great addition. I haven't seen many of these types of things in a tool set before, and I think it's something that every dad could definitely use just to have as in their tool set around the house, so that you're have insurance, a little bit of extra insurance there. It does come with a wide variety of screwdrivers, but as you can see, most of them are not in here because one, the kids get in here because they like to play with some of the screwdrivers, and two, since the box hasn't really been kept up for me very well, I've kind of transitioned them here into my little organizers. These are them right there. These organization little hole things work really well on a peg wall if you had a peg wall. In fact, I can link up those down in the description below. It's this brand right here. It's really inexpensive. It's made by a company called Hiltex, and I found these on Amazon. It's 50 pieces, and it really helped to organize my shed right here. I will also note that this was sent to me by another guy who makes these, and it's a magnetic tool hanger, and so as long as it's, you know, has some steel to it, you can hang pretty much anything from here. I've been testing it out, and this hammer's been sitting here for a good 2 to 3 months. I don't remember whenever I made that video, but it seems to be working well. I need to get all the other ones put up, but I really have been liking those. I'll link those up down in the description below as well if you guys want to check out some of those. But all in all, the screwdrivers hadn't had any problem with them. They have a good grip to them, good big fat handle there. They even have the little grippy things on the side there, which I like as well. And there's also the hole right there if you wanted to hang these on a hook as opposed to magnetically or in the screwdriver holes. So another plus to those right there. I kind of wish that the electrician screwdrivers had the hole in there as well, but it doesn't. Oh, there's also a third one. I didn't even realize that. A little bit bigger and fatter one right there. You do have a bunch of bits that come with it, right here and right here. You get a nice Allen wrench set here, which mine are getting old and rusted, so I'm been using that one. This is the handle for the bits right there that I just showed you. This one is starting to rust a little bit, so it's one note that I wanted to show there, is that it will rust. Now, I got another comment from somebody in the comments talking about the steel that these are made out of, because I mentioned that they're made of vanadium steel. I don't know exactly how to say that, but I'm the Dave man mentioned that this is a very good quality grade of steel. He's not a metallurgist to the extent of my knowledge of vanadium, but he was impressed by the range of socket sizes as well. So from I Am Dave Man, he's telling us that this metal is actually a pretty decent metal. I honestly don't know anything about vanadium, I don't know how to say it. If you guys have any information about that metal, I'd love to know down in the comments below. Whenever it comes to, there was a tape measure that's in here, and the tape measure, it's not your high quality, you know, steel one like a Stanley or even the Craftsman one, although those have gotten kind of crap over the years. But like a good Stanley one, the steel ones, those are the good ones. The one that they sent was like a 12-foot plastic thing. You know, it'll get the job done, probably not gonna last very long, but like I said, it gets the job done. Now, as far as sockets are concerned, like Dave Man mentioned, you get a ton of sockets with this set, and I was very impressed by especially something like this. You don't see a 30 millimeter, you know, these big giant ones in a lot of these sets, so that was very exciting. Also, a nice good size ratchet here as well, although, again, the rust, that's one downfall to this. As you can see, since the hole for this is placed downward, water seeped into the box and collected into the thing there, and so it created some messy tool right there for you. So I'm not too excited about that. The biggest downfall for this particular tool set is the box. All the tools seem to work great. The one other thing that I noticed after I made the, like long after I made the video, is there's a hot glue gun sitting right here. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. They incorporated a hot glue gun into there. But the hot glue gun was not made for American outlets. I think it was made for Australian outlets or maybe Euro outlets. And so I had no use for that hot glue gun. So I just basically got rid of it. Everything seems to work great. The clamps, they came with these little plastic clamps. I used them a few times because I needed to hold down some boards whenever I was gluing. It used to have some little red pieces on the top here just to kind of make it, you know, flatter. And those fell off. Not the highest quality clamps there. Another thing that I wanted to mention too, and somebody else mentioned this in the comment, is that they hate whenever they say, oh, you know, this tool set's got like 10,000 pieces, not really 10, like 700 pieces, and then like 400 of it is, you know, these packs of zip ties, and there's 100 in the pack, and so you really only have like, I don't know, 300 tools in there, and 700 or 400 of it is zip ties. So again, I'm not a huge fan of whenever companies do that as well, and I've dealt with that before at Sears whenever we used to sell the tool sets there. They overinflated the number of items in there because, you know, they had so many zip ties or so many of something in there that just, it didn't need to be accounted for. Like, this should just be a 1, 2, 3 type of deal, not a 300 type of deal. I wanted to mention too, I used these little zip ties on something, and it was just upside down cart thing. I was just trying to hold something down. And after a while, it did end up breaking, which I've never really had a zip tie break before, so I can't say that these are the best zip ties out there, but it's something that they included into there. It probably doesn't make that much of a difference. As far as the tools are concerned, the tools are great. The box is junk. The zip ties are okay. They'll probably hold up for a little bit, but not the best. If you guys want to check out this tool set, I'm gonna link it up down in the description below. Y'all can go read other people's reviews about it. Don't just take my word for it. Just one guy showing it off to you after about a year of use. So it's a good all-around homeowner's tool set. You know, if you want something just to kind of have in the back, in your shed, in case you need a tool every now and again, this will definitely get the job done. I just recommend a different box for it. If you guys are liking what we're doing here on Dad Reviews, make sure to click that subscribe button. I'm gonna put the previous tool set that I did of this, if you guys wanna see everything kind of opened up and in the case still and whatnot, before a year of use. Click that video, I'll see you on that video. Thank you dads for watching. That thumbs up is always appreciated, and Dad out.